know they build a fish complex in Oria to catch the folks behind the dry river. I never see them. I never see more. I never see more. And wastefulness. You know the airport was to finish years ago. As far as I see, like its own go slow. I never see more. I never see more. I never see more. And pompousness. But let me go, hospital. Ring the bell. Comrade, ring the bell. Who ain't going to jail, they're going to hell. Ring the bell. Comrade, ring the bell. While we catch the tail, you doing well. Ring the bell, comrade, ring the bell. This time, man, we bound to break that bell. Ring the bell, comrade, ring the bell. We planning to give you a groundswell. I said to ring the thing, just ring the thing, just ring. And say you feel she bust. Before you blink your eye, case Nally plus. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And worthlessness. Michelle Andrews didn't tell no lie. You jam the poor girl hard until she cry. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And nastiness. And you fire Otto Sam. He had no job. Like you want the man to push drugs, thief or rob. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And viciousness. But let me go, hospital. Ring the bell. Comrade, ring the bell. Who ain't going to prison, going to hell? Ring the bell. Comrade, ring the bell. While we catch the tail, you doing well. Ring the bell. Comrade, ring the bell. This time, man, we bound to break that spell. Ring the bell. Comrade, ring the bell. Vincent Chan go give you a groundswell. I said to ring the thing, just ring the thing, just ring. There we go. You take away poor Marcus' property, and you wouldn't pay the man the damn money. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And wickedness. Look at how you're treating Big and Big. You're treating Vincent Chans like they are pigs. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And wickedness. Why you wasting we tax money so? To pay them all men up on Star Radio. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And wickedness. Well, let me go, I said to ring the bell. Come and ring the bell. Who ain't going to jail, they're going to hell. Ring the bell. Come and ring the bell. While we catch the tail, you doing well. Ring the bell, comrade, ring the bell. This time, man, we bound to break that spell. Ring the bell, comrade, ring the bell. We going to give you a groundswell. I said to ring the thing, just ring the thing, just ring.
she's at a lot. She could barely sit on a hall, half we balling. Captain, captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough. We gas tank almost empty, no electricity. We oil pressure reading low. Shall we abandon ship, or shall we sit on it and perish slow? We don't know. We don't know. Captain, you tell me what to do. I say no. I say no. Captain, you tell me what to do. The Saint Lucia, in her day of sailing, she was a friend, a true friend to one and all. And in her day, she sailed majestically. No government doing bubble. And yes, well, she always did her best to help out those in distress. Now she don't have money, we have to beg Joffrey. Labor boys don't share, none of them care. We must vote them out, I declare. Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, captain, the seas are rough. We gas tank almost empty, no electricity. We oil pressure reading low. Shall we
Special good night to all.
abandon ship, or shall we sit on it and perish slow? We don't know. We don't know. Captain, you tell me.
Special good night to all our viewers here on Caribbean American News Media. We are on tonight a little early. Greetings to you, my friends. The others will get the signal. I keep saying to them they need to press that notification, keep the notification thing on, because we're going to be on tonight. We're going to be on ad hocly. We're just going to pop in. All right, we're just going to pop in, but greetings, my people. Welcome to the platform. We are live. We are firing on all cylinder. Just that I have one issue here, and that I brought water in the studio and it spilled on the system. So I'm not sure how the system is going to function tonight, but we are here and we are happy to have you with us, my people. We are happy to have you. Let me just make some adjustments as we are here, but happy to have you folks on the platform early. Somebody called me and said, you better get on. You better get on, or else. I'm always being threatened like that by the UWP people. So they said, you better get on. Yeah, you better get on. Bear with me. I'm just trying to correct some errors on the system here. As I told you, I had some water damage on the system. Good. Yes, I had a little water damage, so the water spill over on the system. So right now I got to, while I'm talking to you, I got to figure out how to get certain things clean up. All right, but anyway, we're going to move on anyhow. Water damage or not, we're going to fire tonight. Well, yeah, it is what it is, friends, you know. People trouble us and we go after them. So you say, look, I'm a diffi. Kite your family, me take shades more, you guys have. But greetings. Please share the live Boss Lady over on our YouTube channel. And Gloriana, what's that room Boss Lady? Good. Chat room Boss Lady. Hey, Cynthia Sakafet. Yes, man. Greetings to everybody. I have my major screen up and running tonight, so once I wear tout moun tout se hacks la na ave yo all screen sa la ne screen like you have mo so I go tell me. Anyway, let me just put on a little something to give me a little cool down There, right. That feels good. So let's get into some business now. We don't have much going on tonight because Mom Halas Moha Pale whole journée all last night. Mokohen yo malt, Mokohen anye. You pa remember the Mosina boy whiskey on ye. Anye, sec more dry. Godge more sec. Mama. Zobo, flabo. Mama. Anyway, I want to thank all the Flabo warriors. All Flabo warriors who greeted, who sent messages, private messages. Some people called me. I could not have gotten the message. I got some of the calls. I could not have gotten all, but I was overwhelmed with messages and greetings and salutation from all the Flabo warriors. Yes, and even I got someone conveyed regards from the opposition leader, Mr. Shastney, earlier today. So, the folks, Dr. Fletcher, all the others send private messages. I would tell you, the chairman sent his greetings to me and everything else, Me and the chairman cool, and his wife and everybody else. And all our New York women and men in the New York caucus know all right. Uchekli? Yeah, ride or die. No la boss lady. Partner in crime. Ekti kut when you t-shirty mo pe shorty ate mo do za ko se black t-shirty mo ila ide fashe mo idi mo mo fashe pou. You are my enemy mo di by the time the program finished the night, mo shorty vle mo drop li la kaili mo pa mo MTA train or bus mo tie come mo me boss lady mo these are story boss lady he set me up nicely ek mo kotasa we ko hanu ka ride we do ka got put you on a lot, but yeah man, my side chick shorty we this side chick we she's off here p Davin Puzo Kite shorty moi. Ouais. Kite shorty moi. Zo pa connaître choukoum, kite moun moi. Ouais. Yes, man. Let me behave myself. Oh, I've been giving trouble all day. But it is what it is. But we greet everybody. As I was saying, I haven't received a lot of messages from certain people, and I'm watching them. Where? Nave yo. Lani yonde UWP mokotanyo. Nave yo. Where? Yeah man, nave yo. But to the Flabo Trade and all the other groups that I'm a part of, thank you so much for the warm greetings. Molly Moll, thank you for calling. Thank you for thank you for that little call. To sell na this moon then. Why is me? Thank you so much. And yard Joella Matika wa wakote ye. Uhena chuku looks. Eku dump mo well mo hen a lot muni mo hen a t-shirt be na t-shirty. Ika boy si mos cornum. Joella, naila Joey. Ou oblige se boy ou te la from the beginning, eh? Ouais. But thank you so much, Joella, for the birthday greetings and everything. We missed you for a while, so thanks for being here with us. Tiny, thank you so much. Right now, Sanai Fair. Tonight, what we're going to do, right? We're going to open, I know. Yes, you didn't have time for social media myself, I recall. Myself, no say yon, no say flabo. Where? They let no ka just go me no all right. Where? Kohan no ka fe, says you say, no ka support se mundo, no ka couvert yo. Laisse vampires la vini, no ka do put yo, no ni holy water, no ni tout bagay, no ni croix, tout bagay no ka foutre yo. Where? And look, I have my little friend. I'm not telling you who that friend is. I know that person years ago in Grocery. Years ago in Grocery. So, Munsa mem, Messi, I just saw you. I saw the message pop up. And also, Laurencia, Doudou Bef moi, alors Doudou Bef moi, si ça jouait Doudou Bef moi, la vin pour ça, quand on a mangé rice. Ouais. By the way, there's going to be a rice shortage, I think, in the world. I just went and I got some basmati diabetic rice. Rice prices is going high. So I went. So money, I have 3 bags of rice there right now. Mama you all the time, but money you la. Or let me tell you something. If you have a house and you don't have sugar, rice, and flour stock up, something is wrong with you. Yeah, if you don't have rice, flour, and sugar in your house, then balfini. Maka mem these are about Kentucky Fried Chicken because no new fried chicken in town and new business. Maka these are about that because Mavle aggravate Prime Minister me. Ek fay passa domi swear because look parle about franchise business li. Ma di does it by Isa. Ma interrupt business moon. Why is me? So friends, I'm going to open the lines. We're going to just have you. I'm not even going to talk too much tonight. You are going to do the calling. Si so pa call, na coupe line la, na I fez affaire. Money pour pack, money pour take come where New York day, man. Money pour take come where from here because na charge location all the time because ma vle se moun vina le moi, ma move kon. Ouais, or dia mo ici de moi l'autre côté. Ou check li? Ouais. So ko hano ka roll. Ouais, ek tale na pose t-shirt moi, ek na alek t-shirt moi. Ouais, but Joella vini so money pour aller ek Joella t-shirt moi, Doudou Bef moi, Laurencia pe moi même. C'est moi qui ni toi avec money boss lady manager moi, money pour marcher tout monde, ouais. Anyway, as I was saying, my boy here, so if you all think I'm acting a little strange, my boy here guys. C'est SLP qui malmené cerveau moi me say maman moi tenez pour di bon tellement lies c'est mon akamati tellement moi accordé à mon moi tenez pour di bon toutes ces lies là et cerveau moi just out of true right now moi même why is me. Good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the lines, friends, and I want you to call in. We're going to talk on anything. I don't know if you guys can see the poll. I think there is an election poll that I put up on our platform. I'm trying to get an idea. If you can help me out, I want to see. Let me see if that poll is running. It says active. Let me just see if it's active. If you folks, I don't know if you are seeing a poll. It's an election poll, and it says who will vote. Who would you vote for at the next general elections? It have United Workers Party, SLP, and NA. Nobody. All right. So if you're seeing that poll, let me know. I'm not sure if it's active, if it is up and running. But our phone lines are going to be open now for any discussion, anything you want to talk about, friends. Please, just let me know. Call. Share with us. Nipot bagay ki ka affecte zo. And tonight we want a lot of Creole. Moi vle moun kriye ek pale adida la radio. Creole. All right. So the lines I'm going to. Okay. So many of you say you have not seen that the poll. I am not sure why it is not up. It is showing active on my end. I'm not sure why. I really want to get a feel, and I know you can't wait to vote in that poll that we have here online, our e-poll. I'm trying to get an idea. I'm trying to figure out what is happening in the country at this time. I'm trying to get a feel. This is not official from the United Workers Party. This is from me. Okay? All right. So as I said, our phone lines are open. Not only our phone lines are open, we want you to you can call to wish me a happy birthday, or you can call to discuss anything that has affected you on the island of St. Lucia. All right? Let me greet you. Let me just go through the chat and see if I can spot some of our people. Let me see here. With Tilana Vini. Avini, I'm just checking something here to ensure that our system is shooting on all cylinders and we are not affected by the water spill on our system. All right? Okay, good. Okay, good. I think we're in place. All right, so let's go on, folks. Again, the number is 929-586-4821. You can call at any time you wish, and you can ask me any question. Usama de mon nipot question. Where? Just call. Tonight is just open mic. The people speak to an open mic. And we have a special giveaway tonight. Let me put it up. Wait a minute. I'm going to put it up just now. Just give me a minute. We have a special giveaway, and I am going to share it with you. Just let me pull it up. Special giveaway tonight. Y'all are going to be excited. You're going to love it. And I know you can't wait. Some of you, yes, you can't wait. Just let me pull it up quickly. Okay, I thought I sent it over. All right, so our system is running a little slow tonight. Me look I Henley with the love. Let me see. Yeah, we have a giveaway tonight, and the lucky winner. The Bava ship more swear. Palmway, not me. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the giveaway. Where? Wait till let me see. Lani Yonde. Yeah, wait till Oh, I send it over to my Andrews University thing. That's why. Okay, good. All right, so let's see if we can get the giveaway on our platform. See if we can get that giveaway. Bear with me. Okay. I'm entitled to make errors tonight. Okay, it's my birthday. Yeah, it shows that that thing is gone. I think we have a technical glitch, all right? So let me just deal with it while you're waiting. I'm trying to get the gift up on the screen, but I am having some issues getting it over to our feed. Does that create more diesel for not powering, unless it's not working? Just bear with me. Bear with me here. And I want to address that situation that I've been going around today about the Honorable Alan Chastney and this racist thing that people keep pushing. I told Brother Anson already, that's not a good thing. It's not the ideal thing. It's not even fair to the brother. It's not right. No need to put back I don't like it. I don't like it at all. These are Makotan, yeah. Okay. You're probably hearing ticking and ticking, Menula. But again, I want to thank all for their warm birthday greetings. I really appreciate it. If I tell you I appreciate it, I do. All right? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A lot of kind greetings. But not Lani Yonde Moon Mokotanyo. Ay. Mokotanyo PS. Not that I really want them to think. It just says a lot. Where? It says a lot. Yeah, man, let me send this. This one should go now. I think we have a delay on the studio phone. Yes, we do have a delay on the studio phone because I just got the gift up on our screen. And this gift is compliments of, let me just ensure that it's the right gift. Maybe it was too big. But this is the gift, friends. Let me just pull it over now, over on our main board, our main system. We'll be giving away. And I'll tell you who it's from. I'm going to tell you who it's from. Witila. Yes. Blow it up. Fill my cup and let it overflow. We're going to blow it up, blow up the business. Blow it up. All right, so good. Let's see how we're going to do this. The free giveaway, it is compliments of Arnold. I think in St. Croix. Arnold might be laughing. He might be crying. He might be saying, what is this guy up to? But we are going to give away something tonight. Okay? We are going to give it up to... We're going to give it... This is how we're going to do it. We're going to give this free gift to a UWP and I'm going to just choose any one of my UWP friends. How about that? Lady Boss Lady, you there? George Charles is over on our YouTube channel tonight. All right? Miranda just got in. Maybe we should give Miranda the free gift. No, Miranda guy fashion with mom. Ma got to put to a wise me. So, okay. Here is the free gift. Everybody will get a free gift tonight. Tutmun, everybody on the platform will get a free gift. And this is compliments our friend, one of our friends. Here is it. Ta-da. So powerful my PJP chicken. Took no hand PJP chicken in napkins. Why is me a? Miranda, you and Denry? Good for you, my friend. Enjoy. While you at it, go to this franchise and get some chicken for us. Tell us how it tastes. If it have feathers. Mild or spicy? Where's that other guy? Where's that? Got some wall of mash to it.
Attack elderly people and tell a big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell. A big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell. A big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell. A big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell.
Enough for you, sir. So, Tanza, since when PJP is in the chicken business, bagay mo recently see, eh? Bagay mo recently see. You know why I'm doing this? I'm doing this deliberately because, and I'm doing it deliberately, and I'll tell you why. These SLP people, for the past 5-6 years, have been harassing the UWPs. And I observed it. I observed that. On social media, it was everything. They laughed at mistakes that Mr. Shastner made. These fellas they had a ball of a time. You know what I'm saying? They had a ball of a time. They mocked, they laughed, they ridiculed everything. You create Guy Volet, you create Chasney, tout calte no. Norbert Baudier, they went after that man from his rent to everything. Apweza, you have no respect for the Prime Minister. You have no respect for the Prime Minister. Put on your self-righteous now. They're self-righteous. They know what is right. They know what is okay in the society now. All of a sudden. And so this is my time. Our time to shine. Our time to shine. And that's why I like the big story. People don't get tired of me, because I like this big story thing. Uchekli, I like this big story. They get Makai Dubut Jre, même si yo fâché, yo sa tout fait seriously.
Big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell. A big story. A big story. I must apologize.
Yeah. A big story. Plus, look. We're having fun tonight, monsieur. We're not uptight tonight, man. We're freeing up ourselves tonight, man. It's my birthday, and let me be happy. Don't come for me. Let me be happy. Where? So where's that? Chicken and napkin. And look at the poor lady. The lady's like watches like Sakila. So okay, but I'm like Sakila. What's how my chicken like I'm Sakila, gala man. He got to say chicken like la man too. No, but God, madam la. Let me blow it up. Just why I say blacky la. Say black, sorry. Fellas, tonight we just have it's just nice. We just enjoyed ourselves. It's my birthday party, and I'm happy that all of you are at my party tonight. All right? We invited a clown to the party, and so y'all enjoy the clown show tonight. Nothing serious, Kite your toothy. Yeah, tell them go emancipate themselves from chicken and tissue. We don't even know if it's toilet paper, no pam have. But the woman face Fijay madam la kadi ki kalte toilet paper gas upa we Philip upa we se toilet paper kila madam la oui gasa monsieur wait I try to blow it up a little closer for you all to see. Let's put it on the screen and we'll fix it there. There, watch Look at the hand. Monsieur, wait till la, monsieur. Look. A team also chicken. Un petit morceau de chicken. Si madame ça y a fait ça. Gafi jay madame la ka di Qui calti she be say gafe la gaza. But you all know you all should do it already. When you all go to weddings and reception for football. So zaka di ma fin gasa money ma la kay mo gasa. Ma vle ma se moun na moi na pou link pour manger ou fou. Moi même wise me. Money ma la kay mo gasa money la poche moi. Gaba. Breaking guy is but et gars l'autre bougla café monsieur koni monsieur vle foutre monsieur souffle monsieur kani gars ça qui kante bache ou café la gars ça café chai l'autre bougla café monsieur gars ça ou sorry gars a joke killer man. I'll feel it back inside. Then we can have some more fashion. Let me drink water, mind my business. That is not Flabo business. Flabos, that's not your business. The people get their little chicken. They're happy. Let me stay out of that. All right? But for me, is the guy fix, guy standing next to. Là, il y a un monde qui était là. Monde la fashion, t'es ma boucle là, just pour un photographe. Puis sorry, gars, ça. Puis j'ai mis bah oui. Hey, brother Anson, how are you doing? Just having a little fun. Yeah, we're just having fun on my birthday party. We're having a birthday party celebration. And our what we're having chicken from this company. We're having fried chicken from this company, brother Anson. Anybody see brother Anson? I thought I saw him there. We're having fried chicken from this company. Sorry. Got some behave call, guys. Professor Mona. Got some behave call, guys. Professor. Sorry, I was talking to myself. They let money pour parler by come, guys. Yes, man, I had a beautiful birthday. I just got enjoy come, guys. One life to live. Molaka we PM, my Prime Minister, man. But that's where our chicken was sponsored from tonight. PJP chicken, served only on napkins. Okay. All right, so let's get to work, folks. I'm going to open the line. Let's take your calls, man. Your calls. Call, man. So our official sponsor tonight. Thank you, sir. Our official sponsor tonight is PJP Chicken. We do chicken right. Oh boy. Okay, good. So I want to also welcome, because while I wait for your calls, right? Some of you are very shy, your phone shy. But call, let us know what's on your mind. It's open mic tonight. There is a brother, most of you know him, Samuel, who is now carrying the St. Lucia, the United Workers' Party logo. And he's going to be with us tomorrow. Not tomorrow. He's going to be with us sometime next week. We'll be having a full interview with him. This brother is the one that was fired from the housing authority, and he's going to be with us. He's going to be with us on set officially next week. We'll make that announcement, special announcement. He is a brother in the faith. He's a Seventh-day Adventist, one of us, and we want to. Welcome him. I welcome him because I think he's an asset to the organization, to the United Workers' Party. He have abandoned the Labour Party, abandoned them, and he is now over. That is one person. More like I put notes, one added. All right, one added, and we look forward to having a discussion with him. We look forward to his engagement on this platform. And I always say to you, my people, we do not win elections by chasing people away, running people away. Why am I saying this? There are some people, yes, you got to be careful with. There are some people, and look, once Joella gave the green light, tout bagay all right. So when ha endorse brother also. We cannot win any election by taking away votes. There's a limited amount of votes that you can lose in elections. Now, let's say in your organization you have let's say you have like 5 bad guys who are just dysfunctional. They're going to cause your party some problems. That is the wiggle room you have to lose 5. But quickly you must be able to add back those votes. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you're going to lose 5, try to get back 10. Yes, and I've heard of a number of persons who have called me, who have sent me messages, and they've said to me, I'm a UWP, I did not vote for the United Workers' Party at the last elections. When you ask them why, they say to you, I was confused. I didn't want to get involved. Yes, you hear a lot of them saying that. So we got to be able to get majority of those who United Workers' Party supporters who voted for the Labour Party, which I do not understand how a United Workers' Party supporter who understand the policies, the principles of the United Workers' Party, how can you go and vote for the Labour Party? I mean, a vote for the Labour Party is a loss for the United Workers' Party. I mean, did you vote for the SLP because Mr. King went over? Why did you vote for them? What are the policies did you vote for? Did you vote because they told you Shaston is a white man and he has his foot on our neck? Why did you vote for the SB? And that's a question I really want to ask. And that's why I set up the poll, but the poll, I'm not sure what's going on with it. It shows active, but it is not popping up. So why? That is my question. Why? $1,500. A lot of people are of the belief, Rosemary, that they voted. Some of these UWPs voted for $1,500. But how can you do that? When you look at the manifesto of the United Workers' Party, and you look at that of the Labour Party, and you look at the track record within the United Workers' Party, you would realize that the United Workers' Party have always been a working party. Have always been. The name alone says it. Working for you, the citizens of St. Lucia. And the mistake, and I'm hearing that there was some poll done in St. Lucia with the intention of having a snap election, but there was an issue that went on. I'm not sure. I'm still looking into it. Where it shows a little issue there. But we know what we are seeing. We know what we're hearing. We know that the tide in St. Lucia have shifted. It has. Sometimes you hear people saying, well, it is going to be, we're going to sweep, we're going we're going to take all the seats. We're going to get Mr. Shastney and the other one out. We're going to vote all of them out. And the entire country is going to be run by a Labour Party. But that's not what you're hearing on the ground. That's not what you're hearing out there. And we can fool ourselves. You know, I had a hack who came on the program today, and he was, basically messing around. He said that we acted like a clown. But he's of the opinion that if election is called tomorrow, that the SLP will be returned to power with all the votes. All the votes. And I say no. Why am I saying no? Because this is how politics really operate in your country. You can do all the road projects in the world. You can patch every pothole in St. Lucia. If the St. Lucian, the poor families are not feeling it in their pockets, then you have a problem. And this is how I am very sure that if an election is called tomorrow, that them fellas don't stand a chance. And I can tell you all of them that I am certain tonight as I sit here will be wiped out clean. Because they are a burden on taxpayers. Ain't nothing they're doing for the development of St. Lucia. Nothing. A matter of fact, this Labour Party government have already caused, the taxpayers of St. Lucia millions of dollars in legal fees alone. In legal fees alone. Every attempt in court, they fail. And when they fail, then the taxpayers are the ones that suffers. Now, I hope you appreciate what I'm saying. Now, this is my birthday. I'm not supposed to be talking about this. But I just thought I would celebrate it this way with you, my family. The politics, it is strange, funny. And whosoever tell you that they understand it, and look, Eric is there. I know a lot of you don't like Eric. And I know he don't like Mr. Shastney. Eric, will take pluck from by the way, he was a UWP, his whole family. He will take pluck in famine. And you see what he says there? Labor can never lose. So they can throw him under the bus in agriculture. Don't mind him. They can throw him under the bus. They can give him chicken in tissue. They can increase taxes by 2.5%. Place a brand new burden on the people of St. Lucia. They can keep the prices of food high at the grocery store. Eric will vote for them. Why? Eric, these fellas have pride, Because they have said so much about the United Workers' Party and so much about Mr. Shastney. There is egg on their face, mud and eggs. They have to go all the way. You hear Mr. King say no turning back. He can't turn back. Eric can't turn back. Half of them fellas can't turn back because they have said enough. And the people of St. Lucia, matter of fact, the St. Lucia Labour Party government have proven to them, their own supporters, that they were wrong on many of the accusations that they cast at Mr. Shastney and the United Workers' Party. Up to this day, they cannot come to you in Parliament and say, here is a full list of the sins that we have found against the United Workers' Party government. Here is the list. Here are all the road projects that Bob All went on. Here is the St. Jude's Hospital with the Bob All. Here is the Dyer Mall, Bob All. Here is where we caught Mr. Guy Joseph stealing, Bob All. Here is where we caught Mr. Chasney stealing millions of dollars and putting it in his pockets. His pocket. Here is it. We found him, yes. Huh? The St. Lucia Labour Party government have vindicated the United Workers' Party government on the airport, on the hospital, on the airport, on the hospital, and you know where else? On our roads. Look at the Millennium Highway. Sister Andrea, thank you so much for that 1,000 stars. You hit the record tonight. Really appreciate it. And, I really appreciate it, friends, the support. I must tell you. Really appreciate it. Huh? I'm going to read your comments. But it is true. Let me read some of the comments. Miranda is saying, I will be caught in that 2-point friend levy. Wish me luck, folks. The price is already right. Miranda, you can see the prices at the supermarket, right? And look, and you're actually right. You are going to be caught in that web of 2.5% levy. You're going to feel it. And don't let nobody fool you. Poor families will always feel tax increase. I don't care what you say. I'll tell you who will not feel it. The rich. Those who work with government. And that's why I keep saying to you, and you listen to this woman in Dominica, Skerritt's wife, speaking about what it was. I think I still have her. Let's listen to her from last night, right? I want you to listen from the beginning because she's a reflection of Labour Party government. She's the reflection of how these rich people, and she is rich. Her husband is the Prime Minister of Dominica. She is a rich woman. Her husband gets a salary from government. She gets a salary. Plus, I'm not even going to mention it. I'll let the Dominican people speak about it. I will let the Dominican people tell you, the St. Lucians, how bad their Prime Minister. You think you have a bad one? Check Dominica. Dominicans are catching their tail over there. But here is this woman, the Prime Minister's wife, who is in government, in the people's house, not her husband's house, in the people's house, saying to them that they're not brokes. Listen, folks, let's go over.
$300 for VIP tickets. And no, they're not brokes. They're not brokes. Because when you buy your $300 VIP ticket, you know what you're giving, Mr. Speaker? You're giving a table in VIP. Nothing on it is empty. That's because you have to buy a drinks package. Your drinks package will range anywhere from $200 to $500. That's drinks. This does not include food, Mr. Speaker. This does not include food. And the ladies, have you seen our ladies? They're dressing. This cost does not include, we have to go to a hairdresser to get our hair done, Mr. Speaker. We have to get our lashes.
Now, let me just say, let me try to break her down again. I did it last night. But for some reason, I feel the people of Dominica, they're outraged about this statement. They would be. Because here is a well-off woman discussing the life of a rich Dominican, not the poor. So when you talk about VIP tickets, and we come back to St. Lucia, when you talk about VIP tickets, friends, you're dealing with the rich. Which poor family in Dennery, living in a one-bedroom plywood house with no water, no electricity, can afford a VIP ticket. And we have seen all the art festivals in St. Lucia, whether it's carnival, whether it's jazz. Who do you see in VIP seats? Government officials, their jabals, concubines, cousins, friend, business partner. Do you see a poor person sitting in VIP? Have you ever seen that? A matter of fact, if you as a poor person go there, they'll get the police to remove you. You understand what is going on with the elite in your country? So she speaks of the Dominican Prime Minister, Miss Scarrett, or whatever the name is. She's saying that we got to do our hair. Well, I want to inform her there are a lot of Dominicans without hair. Or there are a lot of Dominicans with hair and they can't do it. Because food is a priority for them and their families. Miss Scarrett, I'm speaking to you and your husband. I'm speaking to you and your husband. And I'm speaking tonight on behalf of the Dominican people and the people of St. Lucia because it's the same labor ship. When the Honorable Prime Minister of St. Lucia can say to St. Lucians that $5 can block a hole, then Balfini. Same mentality. And as bad as Ralph Gonsalves is, and he's in the same red camp with them, he would never make such a statement. Never. Never. Not Ralph. And so this elite woman with her expensive clothing line speaks about herself and her friends in the house of the people. And says to them that our nails and our dress, and she said, when we buy the dress, we can only wear it once. Brethren, you are listening to an out of touch government system in the Eastern Caribbean. Out of touch. Totally out of touch. Totally out of touch. Now, Eric can say what he wants. Eric knows fully well that $5 cannot block no hole nowhere in your stomach or your children's stomach. And Eric know that you're not going to buy bread and sugar and give it to your children. Let's be real. $5 alone is enough to get you to Castries. It can't even take you back from Dennery. Eric, membeti sa makotan. Let's deal with the poor people in our society. Somebody got to speak up for them. Somebody got to reach out to them. Somebody got to be their voice. Because our politicians are out of touch. I have no doubt about it. Because when a government can sit in parliament or in cabinet and decide to increase taxes at a very vulnerable time in St. Lucia, and they say to you, we want money. But you did not promise the people of St. Lucia that you will take the money out of their pockets. The tax burden in St. Lucia is already enough. You have added 2.5% more weight on the backs of St. Lucians. I would declare that you, Mr. Prime Minister, you have your foot on the necks of St. Lucians now. And ironical, I mean, very strange. You see how they take all their ideas and their evil thoughts and throw it at the United Workers' Party. The United Workers' Party have their foot on the people's neck. No foot was on their neck. Corona was on their neck. And the United Workers' Party tried to get rid of it. No. Your foot is on their necks right now. So this woman, let me go back because I'll be back and forth. this woman speaks of her hair, fancy dress, drinks, $300. That's not even food. So you're dealing with over $1,000, $2,000 for one event. Over $2,000 for one event. And it's a joke for her. Look, if you look at the expression on her face, oh, my friend, she's so contented and happy.
And the ladies, have you seen our ladies? They're dressing. This cost does not include, we have to go to our hairdresser to get our hair done, Mr. Speaker. We have to get our lashes, we have to do our nails, we have to have a new outfit because by the time we post on our status, we can't use the outfit again. You have to make a statement. VIP sections are the first to sell out in Dominica. Mr. Speaker, we even have promoters from Antigua coming all the way to Dominica because they see that some...
Caller, you're on the air. Caribbean American News Network. Thanks for being our first caller. You're on the air.
Emancipate yourself to mental slavery.
Mama.
No, now ourselves can free our mind. Brother Garfield.
Oh, my God. Talk to me, my friend.
Good evening, good evening. I just called to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Means a lot to me. Mm-hmm.
And I see... Maybe
What happened?
Okay. I see Eric on the line.
Yeah,
so
man.
I want you to talk about the agriculture so that he can get help because my PJP ka fanyi by Eric Ponjab.
Ipa ka fanyi bali, yeah?
So kwa ni pou try parler la bali on behalf of Eric because moi tout sigli ale Ponjab ka fait moi la peine. Pa me Manson ki ka ale avocat by Anson. C'est laisse à Anson parler by Eric là. Il pas parler pour aider Eric Pierre, il just ka parler magie tout seul. Bon, Eric, ou sa mwa sou sa idwen, fè an sin ay advocate by PJP ba ou, pou sa gade si kay ba ou kome $1,000.
Eric pa
But anyway, Brother Gatfield, ma pa havan sin kay ni pou al advocate, se liki mouthpiece PJP. So, i kay ni pou hede Eric an situasyon sa, i pale by PJP by Eric.
Anson?
Li men Anson ki mouthpiece la, pa li ka pale by Zeleba.
Oui,
c'est
Licky
well,
mouthpiece
il
là.
can't parler by Eric.
Oui.
But anyway, I just called to wish you a happy birthday because I'm just about to go to work.
Okay, thank you very much and have a beautiful night, all right?
All right. Now the Flobo people, good night.
Thank you.
To tell more
And thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Yep.
All right.
Thank you. So that is Andrea. And she's right, you know. I'm not even going to talk about agriculture, Andrea. You know why? What Eric sow is what he reap. Eric is a farmer and he understands that term, that what you plant is what you will get. Eric voted for the Labour Party in bitterness towards Mr. Shastney. So whatever Eric gets now, he will have to contend with it. He will have to deal with that. Sadly, a lot of farmers who were not part of this nonsense got to suffer because of Eric's action. And it is good sometimes for us to think about our actions. Think about, we cannot be so selfish as a people. You think about others. How would this policy affect my neighbor? How will it affect other farmers in my community? If Eric had looked a little closer at the policies, the policies of the St. Lucia Labour Party when it comes to farming, he would realize that a lot of what they were saying was fluff and bluff. Fluff and bluff. And I would ask you, why Eric, when they fooled him with bananas, why did he not go and plant more bananas? Why? Why is chicken he went and do? And buy 2 goats? Why? Why he was going and sell the few bananas and plantain he had in View Fort? Why? Because Eric's smart. Eric is a smart guy. Eric comes from a smart family. I know his father, Brother Celestine, and his mom. Beautiful people. God bless them. So Eric knows better. He has been in farming and his father for eons. So he knew that they were just bluffing and fluffing him. He knew that he didn't get all the fertilizer and all them things that them fellas promised. He knew that. He knew it was a host of a gimmick. But what he did, just like other St. Lucians, and just like what Anson was doing today, talking about race, white, all they were saying is white. Eka poisa yoga hele. Why is me? Puchi semwe. Why? Why is me? Sazo hen chebe. Se sazo mene did a party, so we may dance. Look your music. Moi-même. Eric si mwen mwen kay kreye Anson like si Anson sa fè bagay, i sa kreye Prosper. Denrick a souffert ce jeu, Denrick a souffert beau Dieu Miranda, Pogat Kawi, je Denrick a souffert, yo ka souffert yo pas même ouais boss là. Boss là pas là. The boss is missing in action, oui. Ou quoi c'est banana mistake I save? You think it's farming? Let me see if he instantly says forest all over the place. See? Even Eric farm will become a forest. Mwen ha wè se a forest sa ka vini because he ha ka vini forest. See? The last hurricane, Eric was showing us pictures. A forest killer putting you first. This is how chibi. You know what I will do? I will drink my medication. I will drink water. Ignite is affair moi. Uchekli. I have things planted behind the house here in the backyard. Mwen tout kalte manje la. Mwen kalalo mwen tout bagay. Ma vle pièce bagay from pièce gouvernement. Uchekli. So Eric, try to make it on your own. Sorry, brother. Pas faute moi. Même Eric South. Zohen benefit under the United Workers Party. Zo tourne dozo le party aki ede zo. Ega po zo ka hele PJP every time you see Eric on social media. PJP policy for the farmers. Look out for the farmers. PJP, you will lose. Look out for the farmers. Eric, you're smart. When you tell him he'll lose, he's going to lose to? Chasney. He got to dance that same music with Chasney. Who else you think he dancing with? Oh. Anyway, let we talk business. So, friends, as I was telling you, I know Eric. Moi sa, moi connect you. Moi connect you. You can do everything. Ou pas depend le Pearson point. But what I want you to do is to advocate on behalf of all farmers. Let's advocate on behalf of all farmers. Although there is so much division among those farmers. You pa unify. You can gume on a lot. And the same thing with when the Labour Party had fooled them and had them to strike and destroy themselves. The Labour Party had them. You know what them farmers do? They turn against each other. While the Labour Party stand by in their office laughing at them. They're all in the streets burning tires and making mischief in the streets. These same farmers turn against their own buddies, colleagues, started cutting the fellas' bananas, their own friends, cutting each other's banana, destroying each other's shed. Mem se farmers lausav. So they have always been divided. So yo pakay hena recently see. Yo ni pou las veye koule chasne ek veye zafè yo. Chasne ni ase koule a pochli. I pa ni pou plante banan ek patat. Ou check li? So you all guys need to come together. You all have to come together. So divided, tell me all, just to divide, workers divided. At Sentinels, workers divided. Lani yonde suse. One, when they wanted to form unions in some of these industries, lani yonde suse. They report in, they go in and carry tales. The workers come together to have meetings, to plan, to protect they themselves. Mem se muna ka ale fe suse. That's why you all are suffering today. Not because of politicians, really, because if you guys come together, then politicians can't tell you all nothing. Just like up there at Body there, you see what happened? Unity. Them fellas come together and say, we going to meet and we're not going to work. You see what happened? Philip Jeppe blame Poyot, or whatever name is. Philip Jeppe turn and blame her and says, not my department, it's hers. That's pressure. You call depale. That's pressure. Look at the roads. The bus drivers stood up and said, enough is enough. Fix the roads, please. Philip Jeppe again, he went online. Depale ako. He says, not me, it's King. I go and strike. That's what the Prime Minister say. I'll strike with the bus drivers. So every time you come together in unity and you put pressure on the system like a depale, you can faire manger koyo. You can just ouvre Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ou quoi c'est black killer? The power of the people is mightier than the politicians. Unity is always strength. Let me tell you something. Lucians, let me tell you a piece of my mind for true. You fellas, you all are divided on everything. You all divided on everything that is good for you all. And when you have people championing your cause, you can say, Suse aleyo. Di-moi mati. Mo vle moun kre, di-moi na mati aleyo. Na repent, na di sorry. Na these are sorry. No unity. And the politicians, Eric, they keep playing with the farmers. They use the farmers and the fisher folks and the bus drivers as political toys. But you guys are so divided, and I would use the word sometimes downright ignorant, that you don't see anything beyond politics, and that's the truth. When John Compton I think he wanted to do insurance. Eric can guide me on this, or somebody wanted to do insurance for the farmers or take money from the farmers so that he can save it for them at the NIS or wherever it is, because farmers, all they want to do is sell their banana, take all their money, push it in their pocket. They pay their jabal, your boy wom, your 30 buckets, yo. They don't care about tomorrow or next week. Because bananas will always be there based on their mentality. We will always have our fields. We'll always have bananas. Not realizing that you live in a place where you can get hurricanes, natural disasters. You can get some disease that wipe out, like the spot, what do you call it? Black cichota or whatever it is that destroyed your banana fields. And so you make no preparation for sickness or anything else. So when you, the farmer, get sick, your family suffers because you cannot work anymore. So John Compton now is saying to some of these clowns, we got to take some money and we'll put it aside for you guys. So when you get to retirement age, when you can't work anymore, you can get a little money coming in. Même si c'est $200-300, bon. You would have your house already, uni motoka, uni bagayo, ukahena tila tous les mois. That's what the NIS is about. But fishermen don't want to pay NIS. People who are selling by the road don't want to pay NIS. Vendors don't want to pay NIS. Même si c'est un sweetie who can pay NIS, but you make the Labour Party fool you and tell you somebody's robbing NIS. NIS is taking your money to give to foreign investors. Exolako deban maji kakute sebetisa. Them fellas have their retirement and their packages from government, you know. Them fellas, all they got to do is work for 2 terms or 1 term, whatever it is. Ça fait yo bon. Poor people, I am saying to you, listen to me, I'm your voice. Them fellas ain't care a hoot about you. Listen to me, I'm telling you. I'm not playing around. Marvin is here pour skylark pour faire marcher comme moi. I am telling you the truth. You got to look out for your interests. How you do that? You look at the issues that are affecting you and your family and your neighbors, and you look at the policies that the government, those politicians are putting forward. That's how you vote. But these farmers, bus drivers, fishermen, ma jeme wanyen kon, ex-security guard la. Prosper's my cousin in Denry. So moi like Prosper. Même si Prosper back on that time about farming. C'est forest. Moi dis là il fi nek zo, c'est forest to sell li. You can create whole St. Lucia forest there là you fi nek zo. Guy qui can represent zo, le Labour Party fi nek zo. Like me Eric. It's not even 2 years Eric a hele. Me say ka hele according he say a farmer did on labor. Anyway, labor pain says I yeah. Wise me. So I'm telling you, they don't care. So John Compton is trying to put something together to protect the farmers, put something down for them in the future. They said, no, he's trying to steal our money. And of course, you'll have the Labour Party people whispering to the farmers, don't do it, don't do it. Il voulait voler l'argent. Jaja bless qui là, il voulait voler l'argent. A magie qui là, nous avons vu Sevesan. Sevesan, he's not one of us. He's a white man. We don't want him. John Compton, il voulait voler l'argent, farmers là. All the time, you know, all the farmers had to do was to look at John Compton's history, look at his policies, look at his van, look at his clothes, look at his fingernails, and you will see that the man is a farmer just like you all. And look at the people who whispered in your ears, you would realize that it's pedicure and manicure they have, you know. No soil in their fingers. They don't have a piece of farmland. They don't even know how to plant a seed. But they play politics with your minds and you fall for it. The coupe pa coupe situation was the perfect example of kuyo tui magie. Magie. Bêtise. Ek like moi de bougla out here. Si moi te a teacher, ek moi de ka teach zo. Eric, all of you, moi de ka pou lolo bef, moi ka foute zo kou pou zo learn. Me politics ki la. Si se le call it moi te teacher zo, that zo wed. I'm trying to teach you all to reason and to think and to make calculations and to observe and to do. Me zo la ka fe bêtise a classroom nan na fe lolo bef, na foute zo lolo bef, tell me. Let me finish zo pa même wizos a oui, fales hele. That's all wed. As no mete a policy kadizo, I will give you guys $70,000. Every St. Lucian a card with $70,000 insurance. Y'all go, y'all had a man tell y'all, I'm giving you have Philip the person to y'all. I will give you all on the market step. I will give you all $1,500. Zokite 70,000 in health benefit. For 1,500 up to now, by Henry Bugla, look back at Bugla di moi. Ma pa mo ki di sa, call your hands, where they get it from? I don't know, not me. E ka pose zo ka hele. Pa vin hele bon. Why is me? Don't come cry for me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Y'all in Europe, y'all deal with that. And that's what I'm saying, say Lolo Bef Zabouze. Because them farmers, they head hard, they're stubborn. And many of them are suffering today. Many of them are at old age where they can't work. Ekyopani anye ka atwe. Ek pousa yo frustrated ek gouvernement flabo. You they blame every government that comes in, whether it's Labour Party, European, they blame them because they have made no provision. The people also need to take responsibility for their own development too. Ek naidisa ako. Ek pusa nani pugare po alolo bef pusa because tets are wed. Paper over there. Huh? Sima Mati Dina Mati, tell me if I make sense. You too, as voters, as St. Lucians, need to take responsibility for your lives too. Yes, you look to government to put policies in place to protect you and to make things a little more accommodating for you, but they are not your God, they are not your savior. You have a God-given responsibility to take care of your family, to do whatever it takes to take care of your family. And one way of doing that, if you are a responsible person, is to understand your vote. Understand what you are voting for or against. Many of you voted against a white man. Me say, man. Si mwen tene a bomb kon a footel there, so. Wake you all up, man. Y'all in slumber, y'all in some trance or something. Voting against your own interests, your own, Anyway, let me read some of the comments because I know what I'm saying here. It makes sense. It makes sense. But you listen to a man who tell you 3 words. And a man who give you chicken on a piece of a paper towel. Not even the whole piece of paper towel. They break the paper towel in half and give you half. And you are happy. When you can have the whole chicken company, you can own the entire franchise. You settle for a piece of chicken instead of the whole business. And that's what you do over and over in the country. You settle for mediocrity. You settle for nothing. Because you say to yourself that you're born with nothing and you give up. You ain't going to get nothing. And that's why many of you are where you are today because of that mentality. We said labor. My father was labor. My cousin was labor. And so I stay in labor even though they give me chicken on a towel. When I can get the whole chicken business, mamelin, I put the chicken mwe. Ek naidi thank you, Mr. Pear. I bow. Ek ti smile mwe. Ek ti dentures mwe. And I di thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Pear. Ek pek a di mwe hen a lot kunyo ko we. And you all don't want nobody to talk. You see. You don't want people like me to talk or nobody else because we're interrupting. We're interrupting you eating your little piece of chicken and drinking your little rum. Huh? How many of you that put in VIP lunch? How many of you? So Eric, what you sow is what you reap. I want to be sorry for you, but my spirit can't take me there. And I'll tell you again, the good book says, and you know it well, that whatever a man sow, he shall reap. And it was Jesus who was trying to speak to farmers, personal people who understood the concept of farming. Now, that's why he spoke about planting and sowing. He was speaking to persons who were in the agricultural sector, those who understood the terms of planting and sowing. And he says to them, what a man sow, that he shall reap. Eh? Anyway, welcome to my birthday celebration. Tonight I can tell you all what I want because it's my birthday. It's my birthday and I can cry if I want to. Where? Say birthday Mokila. Bonita. My siapu gaspieta, one more year the Lord put on my life. Say Moka assis like a queen, these are beaties. I'm trying to help you all to be better. I'm trying to help you all to reason, to think. Even Jesus says, come, let us reason together. Let's talk. Let's put one and one together and see what we get. But you have a prime minister telling you 1 and 1 is 4. Exactly like how we, all kind of excuse. I see Anson bending himself out of shape when the prime minister said to watch what you eat and eat what you watch. When Anson know better, Anson know that is magie. He knows that, but he's spinning it. And with an Anson, the Philip Chipe is just like when you invite somebody to a party and you tell them to bring a bottle and they want to drink something, they don't want to drink what they watch and bring and all kind of he tried to turn the thing and bamboozling you all several. And I watch people on the live, yes, it's true, it's true what he's saying, yes, Anson is such a genius. You know, Anson, I never saw it like that, you know. You see some of you right now, I just press my special button on you all. Manita. Hey Sylvester, how are you? Molaka Baiti Black Mike, I enjoy come with them. Yeah, man. I see them on the Anson Live. Oh, Anson is so true. Anson, you're such a genius. Oh, I just love to hear Brother Anson, how he breaks this down, what the Prime Minister say about eat what you drink and watch what you eat. Oh, Anson, I never saw it in that light, you know. Our Prime Minister is such a genius. Oh my God. And now they're trying to spin the Prime Minister chicken business. They say, oh, we have such a loving Prime Minister. Oh, he's like Jesus. He would go down and wash the disciples' feet. Oh my God. You saw what my honorable Philip J. did? Oh my God. Did you see what he did with the chicken? The Honorable Prime Minister, and this is Anson, you know, the Honorable Prime Minister, like Jesus, took the chicken and broke the chicken. Oh, what such humility. And the Honorable Prime Minister, in his humility and his love for his fellow citizens, wanted to feel the chicken before he gave it to them. And so he broke that chicken. Watch a lovely moment in this time and season. Did you see what the Honorable Prime Minister did? And oh, Anson would spin the chicken business into such a beautiful experience for this woman who was terrorized with a piece of chicken from the Honorable Prime Minister. And a man looking at the Prime Minister. And the man said in a beautiful tone, Mr. Prime Minister, ça quoi faire? T'es tout bon? Est-ce t'es tout bon, Prime Minister? Ou ka bay se moun a morceau chicken, Prime Minister? And some kind of press like tourner, sir. Ou check li ka tourner. A spin doctor and senior, sir. Dancer. Marvin Charles pas te kay jamais faire ça. Moi même pas te kay faire, Gregory pas te kay faire. So ça oui Greg qui toute manière of il pas qu'à faire back Betty ça. Mais niveau what pas qu'à faire who else? None of them people would try to spin. If Chasnet said that, now for the Chasnet, you could lolo bef. Si Chasnet dit ça, ek mette tout bout la camera moi, ek moi ouais Chasnet ka casse chicken la, ek ka bay madame la, moi la foute you could lolo bef. Made guy vini si ek spin ça. Ek pouti moi de guy foute lolo bef la, because moi sabi pas de guy jamais fait ça. Celebrating 2 years, he wouldn't go and spread a nice table. Look, Marvin, just come on, we just create noise. Who savez avec Kaife? Marvin the Kaife tea party, 2 years anniversary celebration. He the kind of macaroni and cheese, chow mein, rice, and not any rice, you know. Rice, them pretty nice, you know, them little nice, what do you call them? Fried rice with vegetables, a bit of lettuce and tomato. Coleslaw or banana salad. The Prime Minister love banana. Me am also chicken who can't say kwa bay se moun la. And soon take I spin sa. It I spin sa kwa spin doctor. I spin koi. Until he can't swear kwa preacher. Trying to cover the bêtises that the Prime Minister is saying. And you're telling me he's a genius. Anson ou bo tel magasa, mwen re tou gasa. Mwen ya trophy mwen pou ba ou, le la ne sa a finichi. Gasa, Anson, ano last si mi gwen. Gasa, pale by Prime Minister, eh? But, let's go back because as much as I like the chicken business, the Dominican lady. Anyway, let's entertain our Prime Minister for a while.
Attack elderly people and tell a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell a big story. A big story.
Okay, enough of the big story, Mr. Chicken Man. Chicken specialist, gasa. Prime Minister sa be. Bise ka fute mo bise ka ba content tell mo gasa. But let me go back to our farmers. Let's go back to our farmers, right? Not only the farmers, St. Lucians on a whole. And I said it. You St. Lucians are known for cutting off your nose and spoiling your entire face. And I see what these politicians do, you all, you know. Your affairs are shy baities. And during elections, they come with smile and they come with gifts. And you know what you do? You say to them as if according to a poet, politician, your sins are forgiven. You have paid your penances. You have given us chicken and rice and rum. So everything is forgiven. We're going to start afresh again. Thank you for your gifts. And you go and you make the very same mistake again. And you know who pays for it this time? Because you are older. Your children and your grandchildren suffer from underdevelopment. And not only underdevelopment, you know, food insecurity. By the way, food insecurity is real as it can get. You see food insecurity? If you St. Lucians don't pay attention and you listen to those hackalacks and those hacks, By the way, if you listen to them, you will think that everything is good in St. Lucia. And I showed you last night where you have your prison wardens on strike, the immigration passport people were on strike, customs on strike. Who else? Doctors and nurses on strike. And you are telling me that all is well in the nation. All is well. 2.5% tax. High prices at the grocery store. And by the way, I want to ask the government of St. Lucia a question. Did we change the method that we once used to with our gas at the pump? I just want to ask you a question. Did you change the method where, based on the world market, the prices in St. Lucia would be adjusted? So if the price for let me just, if the price for the gas on the world market drops, then at the pumps in St. Lucia it's reflected. To me, I remember that happened very often under the United Workers' Party. We have not really gotten a proper price adjustment to reflect the prices on the world market. We have not seen it. We have not. Maybe a little 25 cents. But why should that be? Because you said to us that everything is rosy in St. Lucia, and, not only that everything is rosy, that we make millions of dollars. We make a lot of extra money. My question would be, sir, where did you make that money from? On whose backs? From whose pocket did you get that money? You got that increase from the St. Lucian people. All the monies you're boasting about, it came out of the pockets of the citizens of St. Lucia. And all the monies that you will boast about in the future, it comes out of the pockets of the poor families in St. Lucia, 2.5%. And it will feel to the people of St. Lucia, it will feel like it's really about 10% tax in their skin when you are finished with them, only on that 2.5% levy. Because you guys are not creative enough to generate other source of income for St. Lucia. No, sir. Because if you are creative enough, like Mr. Chasney, now you observe this, my people. Mr. Chasney did not go into your pockets to get more money. You all realize that? He did not go into your pockets to get more money. He did not. This Labour Party government, they are going into your pockets and they are taking from you 2.5% extra. And they say to you, they are so out of touch, they say to you that the people will not feel it. Poor families will not feel the 2.5% when they go to Bata, if there is still Bata. We used to say back to school in your Bata old shoe. When you go to the shoe store to buy a pair of shoes for your child, I am sure you will feel the pinch. Now I have to take a break to listen to the hackalacks, what they're going to say. Anyway, let's do something for a minute, because I want to finish this lady from Dominica, Mrs. Skerritt wife, who is out of touch with what is happening in the country of Dominica, and we have the same nonsense in St. Lucia. I want you to listen to this woman. I want you to listen good, and it will tell you the mentality of the Labour Party in the Eastern Caribbean. It gives you a broader picture of how they operate. And I'll say to you, you the poor families, you are not on the list. Because if you were on the list, they would not just remove 12% on plywood for you. They would give you the plywood free. Why? Because millions of dollars was given to the housing minister to repair homes in St. Lucia. Take those millions of dollars if you want to stimulate those poorer families. If you want to help them to build homes, give them the materials. Give it to them free. Because you have the money. When Mr. Shastner was in power, you guys used to be jumping in the streets. Give the people the money. Give them the money. You take all these loans. Give the people the money. Give them the money. That's all you were hearing from the politicians. Give them the money. In other words, borrow the money and give it to the people. They don't eat roads. You're taking the money to fix roads. Give it to the people. You're taking the money to protect the people. Give it to them. They can protect themselves. Give them the food. The people hungry. That's what you guys were saying. And oh, how times have changed. Here is an opportunity for you to give them the money. And not only the money, here's the opportunity to give them Netflix. Here is the opportunity to give those boys in the ghetto, these young people, a little plywood house with Netflix so they can flex themselves. Here is the opportunity. Millions of dollars in housing assistance. But how you say you help in the poor fever? If it's really about the poor people, I am saying to you, use those millions of dollars and give the people the materials free of charge. Don't take off 12% because you know very well that the 20% is really for the bourgeois. The construction gurus, the giants in St. Lucia. And for some of you government ministers who are in the construction business, have your construction business. It is to help you. Because what you're going to do is to stock up on plywood. I guarantee you that there's going to be a shortage of plywood because those gurus and giants will take all the plywoods and big up themselves. How many poor families going to get plywood? Run. How many poor families you will see line up at any of the hardware, whether it's M&C, wherever those hardwares are, line up in a haste to buy plywood? You know where you will see them? Standing at the grocery store. And guess what they do? They're not even taking a trolley. They're not even taking a basket. Your hotel, you pass a ashte shy bagay. So they pick up two things in their hands. And they tremble their way to the cashier, hoping that some miracle will happen. That's where you'll find poor people. Not at Valmore or at M&C fighting to buy plywood and nails. That's not where you're going to find them. Est-moi wrong? Si-moi wrong? Dis-moi wrong, monsieur? That's not where you're going to find them. You know who you're going to find there? And I dare those television stations in St. Lucia. They ban City West. Take your cameras and go to the hardware. And tell me which businessman you see up there. Who you see buying the plywoods. And you know what they buy the plywoods for? To cast wall houses. To cast the flooring and the decks. For you think they're going to build plywood house, them fellas? It's for the bourgeois. And then you will come and say, you hear what they're saying? You say we do something for the senior citizen, and they're laughing at it. Them fellas don't care about the poor. Shut your mouth. Enough is enough. Stop fooling the people. Out of touch. So I am calling on the government. Use the millions of dollars that was given to you for housing support. Give the people free plywood, free cement, free supplies to build their plywood homes. You want to help housing? You want to give them a boost in housing? If you want to affect the poor people, do it that way. Give them the materials. Tell them bring their list. And give it to them free. I remember in St. Vincent, I think it was James Mitchell, them fellas, they used to have a big warehouse, government warehouse, where poor people they would give them a letter, and the poor people would get a van and go to the government place. The government will give them they would give them blocks, and they would give them materials. I remember that because my grandmother got materials from the now opposition NDP under James Mitchell, K2 and them fellas. She got blocks from the government of St. Vincent, free of charge, to build a house. You understand what I'm saying? So if governments really want to help their people, especially the poor with housing, that's what they would do. They would give them the materials free. So don't think you play with anybody here. Y'all make millions of dollars, y'all can't help the people. Not even a foul pen. Caribbean American News caller, you're on the air. Happy birthday to me.
Garfield, I just wanted to call you. No politics tonight. I just wanted you. I know we spoke earlier today.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to make it abundantly clear and wish you a happy birthday. And may God bless you and may you see many, many more birthdays.
Thank you so much, Brother Lincoln. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, that's all. No, I am not gonna. Today is your day. Enjoy.
No, guess what? I'm having fun talking about them fellas. If you want, you can. How is View Fort going, man? I heard there was a killing today. Was it today or yesterday?
Yeah, it was. I heard it was a revengeful killing.
Mm-hmm.
The guy they shot was the individual who killed the two-year-old in Griffon, and a mother called Lauren. So the guys went for revenge. But I condemn all killings.
Yeah,
that is not right, and I just cannot understand how could anyone boast or brag about this government when crime is the two most important things in a country is health and security.
Yeah,
crime is totally out of control. Our health care, Garfield, I hate to be repetitive, but it's a disaster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Sad, huh?
Yeah. And I hope that we get better in St. Lucia.
Yeah. Let's pray and hope that it gets
out
better.
Today, and I will call you. So I will call you back in a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you for calling. And folks, you can call in. We'll close. We're not going to be up here all night like you all normally have me doing Juve. Where's that? T-Shabin, not T-Shorty mo pavle mo fe ek boss lady mo. You pavle mo fe PS overtime. All right? So y'all can call. The number is 929-586-1821. All right? So, and we're not boasting about the St. Lucian economy because we want power or anything else. It's the reality is that we are in very bad times, okay? Now, look, Rachel said, right? They like to talk. Some of us in the diaspora getting food stamp and Section 8, but will go home and vote Labor and come back in the U.S. to enjoy free stuff. That's a serious statement, that I want to touch on. I heard the Prime Minister said on the platform that everywhere things are bad. The prices in the United States, England, and Canada, it's very high, and prices are high everywhere. Mr. Prime Minister, That is a careless statement for you to make. Very careless statement. My friend calling you on the air, Caribbean American News Media.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, Pastor. Good evening,
Yes.
the man himself.
Yeah, man.
American. I call you America Garfield.
You know, I love you very much. I like your accent. I like your program. Yeah, man. I just love you to death.
Thank you very much. Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
It's so good on your birthday. You're still kicking it up real high.
Oh yeah, you got to keep the flames up, man.
Garfield.
Yes, sir.
You know, today's Emancipation Day.
Oh my God!
And I don't think people understand.
Mm-hmm.
Even the modern generation, with a kind of government we have, what emancipation is about.
Mm-hmm.
That is a serious thing. That is no joke. That's the generations of black people from Africa. It was a genocide.
Yeah.
You know, in my way of thinking, it was a genocide. And right in St. Lucia, we had all these plantations, you know, stretching from Masqué, which is the massacre place of all the Indians that went aboard and they committed suicide, about 10 to 15,000 of them. That's why that place is called Masqué. And up there where all the bourgeois try to, the middle class that want to turn bourgeois up in that area, Mr. Garfield. But it stretched all the way down to Cul-de-sac, Roseau. And the place I'm really interested in is a little place called Coolie Town.
Yes.
You know, and people are living on the graves of the slaves. Hundreds of them are buried there. And I don't think these people up to date realize that place had barracoons. And these barracoons were from overseas, Indian overseas that came, after emancipation to rule the slaves on the plantations before they even though they were emancipated. But what I'm going at is that distillery. You know, I hate to go after it, but that is a distillery that has killed hundreds and thousands of slaves that was on the plantation down there.
Where's Coolie Town again? Remind me.
Coolie Town is in Roseau.
Okay, good. I know where now. Good.
It's a little community in Roseau.
Yes, I know where. Yeah.
And the sad thing is, there's a gentleman that writes on The Voice who was in the touring business with Cox and company, and he later landed a job down there, bringing the tourists and explaining to them about that place, like as though it was such a magnificent place. But to me, the memory of slaves, where they should have had a memorial there, and there's a crusher there where they used to beat the slaves. And one afternoon I was up there because I was in the clubbing business there for a while. I went there and see some people. I see he passed the crusher, and I'm saying to myself, he's probably going to tell them the history about the slaves.
Yeah.
He just passed it. I heard one tourist ask him, "What was that for?" And he changed the conversation and departed. He's well known,
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm after too. They beat the slaves, It was great injustice in that place belonging to a plantation massa who had all these estates, moving all the way to Dennery, your town.
Yeah.
And Dennery was a crucial place where I'm concerned, because that was the place after emancipation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the massa had built huts there for the slaves because they were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to have their own sharecropping and family land and trying to get it and obtain it. So he built some things down there called halls,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
some houses. And he was paying them, the deal was he was paying them money every month to take care of his sugar cane because now they couldn't bring in slaves anymore. You got to remember that.
Right.
And what happened, he still was a wicked massa, after having concubines up on that estate and all the rape and the murders of slaves on that plantation, especially in St. Lucia, he would try to rip them off of their monthly wages by saying they did something wrong. So they had alternatives, forget the monthly wage or get a whooping. Or if you don't want the whooping, you forget your monthly wage. And if you don't want both of them happening, you could leave his estate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I come into the point now, all the great people in St. Lucia, the other panel talking about slavery and land and, Calix George Jr. and all of them talking about their thesis. And I always say to myself, these intellectuals, including Hilary Beckles from the UWI, I always say their thesis they write, Garfield, is what they want to write because they want the PhD.
Right.
But on the other hand, when they want to lecture to us, when events like emancipation come, they're very off course. They don't have the thoughts of reality, the kind of things they say, which is theoretical and because and on their thesis, but they don't give us the real deal. And on that panel was a gentleman that taught me at St. Mary's College, very well respected. He's knighted, Sir Calix George, a former minister for the SLP, etc.
Right.
He was talking about his land reform commission when he was on it. Didn't make no sense to me, and I have to hate to say that to Sir Calix, because I have to bomb him. So after the panel finished, people like Mark Hennicott, a real hack and adjusted, person for the SLP, came on and talked about the exchange. They never mentioned reparations from all the massas that was in Soufrière, Dennery, Cul-de-sac, that took the land that was belonging to the indigenous people, and then the slaves tried to get it and they tried to fool them, and they brought in their colonial masters like John Van Geese and all the rest of them that took land from St. Lucia, and the problem is they have a committee called Reparations Committee, and they talk about an apology to England for England and the EU, the people that were commanding the slaves across the Atlantic, right here in our country. They have asked the families that today have the money that they made off the backs of our slaves through genocide and all the other wickedness. They're sitting in St. Lucia, all their money in St. Lucia and in England, and their fathers, and great-great-grandfathers, including Kenny Anthony, who was a member of these Massa families, they have their mouth shut, and they're not talking about an apology for these St. Lucian slaves and for St. Lucia.
I heard Ralph Gonsalves.
Reparations.
Yeah, I heard Ralph Gonsalves. He's championing that now. He's speaking loudly about it. We got to watch. And Mayor Motley of Barbados.
I'm telling you, they live right here.
Yeah.
You asking for reparations in England and from the monarchy. And you cannot ask for reparations for the ones right here.
Right here. That's
They
right.
think they're smart.
That's right.
Here in St. Lucia. And I'll give you another one.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, they had a big Juve all down right the corner of Lacteri and on the side where a famous hotel is.
Mm-hmm.
That was known as the Maba Hotel. There's an outstanding piece of history there where the owner, a former master of the slave plantation with his fathers and stuff, had that hotel there that did not want blacks to enter in 1967.
Wow.
Up to 1967, 68, 69, 70, a famous lawyer from the Bois-Cartier de Monde, good friend of my father, walked into that there and he said, enough is enough. And the watchmen there had their big, they didn't call them security at that time, they call them watchmen.
Yeah.
And they always walk with their cutlass and a big pizza stick in their hand. And Vernon Cooper passed all of them. And they all looked at him and saying, boss man, don't want no black people inside there. You understand? And when he went inside there, some of the people inside there of that family were saying they don't want no niggers inside there. He asked for a drink at the bar and they refused him. And they tried to put him out. He left and he took that to the court of St. Lucia.
Mm-hmm.
He lost every case to the high court,
Wow.
even the appeal court. He took it to the Privy Council and he won. Set a landmark. You know, they never talk about Vernon Cooper.
So they leave out.
I think St. Lucians don't even know about that history. Today, St. Lucians going in hotels at the time, after that happened, they could go into the Holiday Inn in St. Lucia, they can go into other different hotels, halcyon days, all because of Vernon Cooper. And this government, every year, having their sad, sickening, money throbbing on the people and saying, let us celebrate emancipation. And the Folk Research Center, they have their panels. They're talking a whole bunch of what their thesis are about. I'm not interested in their thesis. I'm not interested in their thesis.
That's right.
My thesis is mine at my home. What I studied and what my father told me about the monstrosity and what was happening in St. Lucia at the time. And I lived on the Mon close to him. You understand? Nobody could tell me about that family. You understand? And if anybody think I'm lying, so John lived around that area too, that time too. And Henry Jody lived at that time too. And we had a whole bunch of us that lived against that family who never wanted to talk to black people because they owned the distilleries. You understand? Drove fancy cars and they thought we black people up on the Mon did not belong. But we were more steadfast than them, stronger and everything. They couldn't deal with us. You understand? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it reminds me of Zimbabwe, I believe, where there was this problem where the whites went in, took all the people land, and the people rise up, took back their property, and up to this day, there are sanctions that are placed on that country that is crippling the country, and nobody, the international community, they're saying nothing.
And that's what caused Mugabe.
Yeah.
To act. Remember Zimbabwe was called Rhodesia.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the sad part of it, you remember, so John came from England, and this older lady was telling me, she just gave me the story of everything a couple of days ago. Tears was in my eye.
Yeah.
She said when Sir John reached there, he formed a union with all the people there.
Mm-hmm.
And he decided no more sugar cane.
Yeah.
So what they did when he reached there, they shut down all their estates.
Yeah.
Thinking that the people, the people after slavery was going to suffer because they were leasing land
Yeah.
And the panel say that the players got the land. That is not true. You know, I hate to say these people are talking things that I don't think they can prove.
Yep.
You understand? But I know for a fact. So John went there in 1967, formed a sort of credit co-op union, and turned sugarcane into banana crop to make these farmers and sons of the ex-slaves, where eventually banana was, you know, the gold cash crop.
Yeah, I heard that statement from John Compton himself, you know. I heard that piece of history. Yeah.
Because Sir John used to talk to us, young people, up on the morn, because he lived right around us. So I got a lot of information from that man and Henry Girodi. Yeah. And that is not a joke. People in St. Lucia that go into politics, you know, especially the members in the SLP, they don't have one foggiest idea.
Yes, they don't have a
Even
clue.
the Minister of Industries and the Folk Research Center, there are jokers inside there. There's a new director there, a lady called Riser. And all she talks about is her thesis. Thesis, my whatever.
Foot,
You know, you want to get your degree. You know, you're swamped and you cram. You don't understand the college way of life.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, guys, I never crammed. You know, when exam came, even when I was at St. Mary's College, you know, I never went and bust the books, and it was time for exam. I took the challenge.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It was so different. And these guys, like Sir John said, they come back as big, strong intellectuals.
Yeah.
And they mighty academics.
Yeah.
They put their 1 foot forward, and as they put their 1 foot forward, the 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration, they don't have it.
Yeah.
That they set the country back for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
And we've seen it right now.
That's right.
And when Kenny was seeing it,
yeah,
you understand? Kenny has the nerve. You know, today's Emancipation Day. Ralph Gonsalves is his good buddy.
Yeah.
Kenny was over in Vincent going to school with Ralph Gonsalves.
Yes.
You know, my grandparents are from St. Vincent.
Okay.
So I have family in Vincent.
Yeah.
You understand?
My grandmother was from Barbados. Yeah.
You know, and Barbados too.
Yeah.
You know, so I lived in a whole bunch of islands.
Yeah.
So nobody fooled me. You understand? And the way that government, all 15 of them, you know, they're trying to pull the wool over these people's eyes and go and party. Go and party. Yeah. We have the freedom concept. And the people in Viewport didn't really show up for that.
Yeah, wow.
You know, it was a
it
was a failure too. It was a failure. The woman was begging, clap, clap. You know, I was watching, I said, Lord, a foreigner. They had a lot of foreign bands there. You understand? Even brought in the guy, the dub poet, Baka, what his name, from Jamaica.
But
so that's money again.
That's right. That's right.
Money.
It's just ridiculous.
This is unfair.
Ridiculous.
You spend millions. Yeah, you spend millions for jazz. You spend millions for carnival. You spending millions again for emancipation. And what about the Creole Festival coming? You're going to spend millions again. So what about our health and the bed sheets they need?
Yep.
And the drugs they need?
Yep.
Let me tell you something, Garfield. It's so sad that you know why the hospitals, pharmacies are empty? That government owes the OECS through that drug medication thing they had. I'm going if I cannot trade from getting the pharmaceuticals from India.
Yeah.
They owe these pharmaceuticals companies $16 million.
Whoa.
So solution $6 million, Garfield. And they can't pay their bills. So, in able for them to just recently get medication, they had to put up $2 million. So Mosa is a failure, just like the bananas. So John used to say, just like the bananas, he's a failure. He don't know what he's doing.
He don't know what he's doing. Yeah, yep. Their priorities is just messed up.
You know, they come up with every silly thing to fool people. And when they get cornered, let's have a celebration.
Yeah.
Let's have bands so that people go dance. Emancipation is not about dancing, you know. Yeah. Emancipation is a genocide.
Yeah.
Millions of slaves died.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's a sad day for people like me because I know and I feel what that old lady was telling me in January.
Yeah, it should be a time of reflection too, you know? Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
You know, and the only part of it, I would really, I remember the families during emancipation I read, and my father was telling me, so John was telling me, was post-emancipation, all the families on estates used to get together and cook their food. Mm-hmm. They had nice big lunches arranged for the day. Everybody brought food, and they would sit down and listen to drums, and they would talk about the olden days, you know. And some of them would sit down and cry, tears. Wow. You know, it was so sad, you know, because some of their families, you know, were beaten and killed. You understand?
But do me a favor now. Yeah, sorry about that. I have some other calls coming in, but do me a favor. Can we get together and have a conversation maybe next week on a day where we can have a special program just for you to just share with us? Because I'm sitting here and I'm listening and I'm just writing, and man, you have a wealth of information that we must document even on social media.
You know, I'm so sorry that I can't talk Creole, man.
Don't worry.
If I could have talked,
I'll teach you.
Spoken Creole, I would have killed them, man.
Yeah, I know. But let me tell you, let's talk, right? Me and you will talk, and we'll see how we can come. We can do an entire program, a few hours, just discussing, you know, the different, you know, the things that they're leaving out. We will discuss it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
certainly.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you. I enjoyed the program.
Man, listen to me.
I learned the bed, and I'm just.
You just shift the program in a different direction, and I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Good. Okay, so we had some callers. That was E.T. Man, listen to me. I'm sitting there. I can listen all night because I'm a student of history. I like to listen, you know, to the different stories, right, you know, that took place there in St. Lucia. There's a lot. There's a lot of history of the country. And outside of politics, if we take time to understand the country, a lot of St. Lucians do not understand the history of St. Lucia. They don't. A lot of them don't understand the sometimes, you know, I want to cry when I listen to some of the stories, even listening to John Compton giving, you know, the history of seeing. Caller, you on the air, Caribbean American News Media.
Good evening, Brother Garfield. How are you doing?
Not bad at all, you know, just, you know, contemplating.
I want to wish you a happy birthday, Brother Garfield. I hope you're enjoying your birthday, and may the good Lord continue to give you long life, blessings, good health, and for you to continue the good work that you're doing.
Thank you.
So, on behalf of all the United Workers' Party supporters, and inclusive of myself, I want to wish you a happy birthday publicly. I did it on social media, but I think it was imperative that I called to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you so much, and it means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Coincidentally, you and I are the same planet. We are Leos together. Thursday is my birthday. Thursday coming. So
my daughter is on the 3rd.
Yeah, so your daughter and I have the same birthday. So
yes.
That's why we think alike, and they say great minds think alike.
And that's why we love each other.
And that's why we love each other. We are Leos together. So I'm putting everybody on notice. Thursday, day after tomorrow, is my birthday. So I'm accepting all the gifts that you guys can give me.
Moko hen gifts, sir. Rookie Kai head gifts, Moko hen gifts. They ain't give me one piece of gift, Ian. Them flowers
Lord.
ain't giving
And by
you
the
no
way,
gift.
and last week was Brother Marvin Charles' birthday, so I want to wish him a happy belated birthday also.
Yes, that's true, yeah. Yep.
Brother
And
Garfield,
also Valerie. It's Valerie's birthday was yesterday.
Yes, it will be. I mean, let's say, okay, happy birthday to Valerie Vaval. I hope you enjoyed your birthday. We are Leos together. I hope you enjoy your birthday and may the good Lord spare your life for long life, good health, success, and prosperity. Likewise. So happy birthday, Valerie.
And we also have Covian, Isaac.
We have a lot of Leos.
A lot of, yeah.
But just teasing you, hey, our good friend birthday, he's the same planet as us. Guess who?
Which one?
A government minister.
Oh, the bully?
The bully, the one who said that you're a fake pastor. His birthday is on the 6th, incidentally.
Okay, so he's part of the tribe too. We'll change his birthday, don't worry.
I think they made a mistake, but putting that aside.
Yeah, I know.
But Brother Garfield, I listened to Brother E.T. By the way, sorry, I'm down with the flu, but I say let me just call because I listened to my brother E.T. and I learned a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He has a wealth of information that we can tap on. I learned a lot. But what was striking for me amongst all what he said was with regards to the pharmaceuticals, the medication at the hospital.
Yeah.
If I heard correct, he said that the government of St. Lucia, the Labour Party government, owes $6 million.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And that right away when Brother E.T. gave out that information, and I know he's credible, Brother E.T. does his research, so I trust the information that he gave out. Right away, what jumped to mind is the priorities, like you said. So you own the pharmaceutical companies within the OECA $6 million. Yet still, you can spend all that money in waste. I watched this free concert or whatever emancipation concert. It was a total failure.
Oh, the concert today, right?
Yeah. It was a total failure. I mean, you having a concert. I'm not against having a concert to sensitize people and bring people together.
Yeah.
But what was the purpose? What was the end result of the concert? This government continues to waste the scarce resources that we have.
Yeah.
So you owe $6 million to the pharmaceutical companies. There's no medication at the hospital. People have to be going out to buy their own medication. It's expensive for them.
Yeah.
Basic stuff like bed space we don't have.
Yeah.
The government keeps playing politics like it's a joke with the St. Jude Hospital. They went, like I told you a few nights ago, they budgeted the last budget $1 million to retrofit or to refurbish a house in Washington, D.C. for the General Secretary's wife. So you allocate $1 million for that. But yet still you can find $6 million to pay the pharmaceutical companies so that the hospitals can have the medication for the poor people.
Because that's an emergency. I mean, I would sacrifice jazz or one of these festivals so that we can get our people, especially our seniors, the medication that they depend on a daily basis.
And where is that accountability by this Labour Party government?
Well, they don't want nobody to hold them accountable for anything.
So they had jazz. How much money did they spend on jazz? We don't know. We don't know. We can just speculate, and I do not like to speculate. You do not like to speculate. Many solutions do not like to speculate.
Yeah.
So the question is, how much money did they spend on jazz? From my information, there were a lot of free tickets given to party hard.
Yeah.
Even your good friend who comes down and
he
got a free ticket.
Yeah, he got a free ticket too.
Putting that aside, so we do not know how much money was spent on jazz. Carnival just passed. We do not know how much money was spent on Carnival. At the end of the day, who is paying that? Who is footing that bill? It's the taxpayer.
And that's why they're going into the taxpayers' pockets tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. It's official. Today.
Is it 1st of August or the 2nd?
No, the 1st. As of today, the 2.5% is in effect. The 2.5% so-called levy, which we all know is VAT. VAT is now 15%. It's, as of today, it's implemented. So anytime, any item you buy, whether it's school books, whether it's shoes, whether it's clothes, when you go to the store, there's a 2.5% additional tax on that price.
Yeah.
Out
School supplies too?
School supplies too. The only thing that was exempted on was on building materials. Other than that, everything else, the 2.5% kicks in.
Okay.
And that is sad, Brother Garfield. I mean, where is the conscience of this government? And you know something? We're not politicking here, but it's just the reality of the situation. And it's sad, like I said. I'm not looking at this thing just on a mere yellow or red or purple or blue. I am looking at it as a solution. And you know, the sad thing is you have hacks, even up here in New York City, defending this government.
That's just a game for some of them anyway. It's just a sport, so...
Yes.
Yeah, it's not...
And you know, they in America, they comfortable, they have their big construction company, they're making their money, and they want to tell St. Lucians how they should feel when the average St. Lucian knows that things are not right.
And like my friend Anson would tell the people, they got to be grateful to the St. Lucia Labour Party. Nobody got to be grateful to no party. What do you mean grateful?
Brother Garfield.
These people were hired to work on behalf of the citizens of St. Lucia. I don't have to be grateful to you. You got to be grateful for me for paying you.
That's the point I was trying to make. When a politician is elected into government, into government, we are the ones paying them. They're not granting us any favor. You vote a government to represent you and to serve you and to provide for your needs. That's how governments are elected, not just in St. Lucia, around the world.
Around the world.
But I was saying something. The fact is, you have people who, as of today, they work below minimum wage. Mm-hmm. I think you said a few days ago, there are people who work for $300 a fortnight.
Yeah.
In 2023. How that could be right?
Yep.
When the politicians have all the benefits, all the perks, traveling allowance, they can travel everywhere, their friends and their family, when they go to those so-called government trips, which, by the way, this Labour Party government have been traveling, the government ministers, all over the place, all over the globe. I think they went to Dubai at least 3 or 4 occasions. Yeah. Never came back to the country and said, look, this is what we got back from our business trip.
Most government ministers in different countries, when they come back from foreign trips, they have a press conference right away.
But that's how it's done. But you find under this current crop of Labour Party government ministers, they travel all over the place, come back to St. Lucia, and they do not give any report as to what is the nature of their business trip, what they bring it back to the country. Nothing, no reporting, no accountability. There's total contempt and disrespect for the people of St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Alva Baptist went to Serbia last year before. We don't, up to a day like today, as Minister of Foreign Affairs, we do not know who he met in Serbia. What was the nature of the trip? Who we met? What was the negotiations on behalf of the government of the people of St. Lucia? We don't know. And that's a total disrespect by this Labour Party government. And when you speak out, hacks, Labour Party hacks, want to take you on personally because you're speaking out. At the end of the day, St. Lucia is not in a good place. You have young children, school leavers. Every year, 5,000 of them leaving school, secondary school. Where are the jobs for them? Where is the prospect? Where are the bright prospects for them to say, you know what? I went to a high school. I can pursue my education, or I can pursue some employment. Nothing is in place for them.
Nothing at all.
This government is 2 years into this Labour Party reign. Not one single new foreign investor. No foreign investor saying, okay, we want to build a hotel or open up a business in St. Lucia. Nothing.
I don't know why they're boasting about hotels right now.
All those projects they're boasting about, the Shabu Shah Hotel, that was Alan Chastney's work and Dominic Federer. Then there are other hotel that they boast bragging about and trying to make claim to it. Alan Chastney and Dominic Federer's work. This Labour Party government have not done nothing when it comes to bringing in investment into the country. Nothing is happening in St. Lucia for the positive. Nothing. People are suffering, and that is the reality. When they go to the supermarket, they basically, from what I've been told, nitpicking as to what items they should buy because they cannot afford it.
So
these are the realities of St. Lucia.
So basically, the people are surviving. The people are resilient. They are surviving. You know.
What about the single parents who have 3 and 4 kids going to school? How are they making ends meet presently in St. Lucia? And politicians taking this thing as a joke. And Labour Party hacks taking this thing as a joke. It's no joke. It's real life. It's people's survival on the line. I am not about just yellow. I'm a St. Lucian first, and I've been saying so. We all have to put aside this petty politics and look at the reality of the situation. There are people in St. Lucia who are not people. Every St. Lucian right now, they're suffering. And it hurts. It's heartbreaking, like I told you. We have to do something, Brother Garfield, to save our country. Okay. It has gone past Yellow or Alan Tasney and this one. No.
Yeah, we have gone. We need to start.
The situation in St. Lucia has deteriorated to the point where it has gone past political party. We are St. Lucians, we love our country, and we have to take back our country. And when I say take back our country, not in no violent way, in the democratic way. And the only democratic way is to educate St. Lucians about the issues.
We need people to organize. We need community organizers.
Organize the people, mobilize the people sufficiently, or educate them. And
you know
when
what? That's also the responsibility.
This Labour Party
it is also the responsibility of the chairpersons that were elected or selected within the United Workers' Party in their communities. They need to act now as community activists, community organizers, and organize the people. You are not elected to sit down and have a chairperson name. You got to get to work.
I'm agreeing with you. The time has come when they have to put their shoulder to the wheel, mobilize the people, educate the people, and that's why the education, and that's why I said I love the conversation with E.T. I learned a lot. There's certain information that I was not even aware of historically, and I learned a lot. So people like E.T., he's a wealth of experience, of knowledge, and we have to always tap into that wealth of information.
Yeah, anyway.
I just want to say this before I end. I want to welcome Brother Samuel Bowers to the United Workers' Party.
Last name is what? Bowers?
Bowers. Samuel Bowers. Let me just give you a brief history for those of you who may not know him and you yourself, Brother Garfield.
Well, he's going to come on the program Bowers next week, you know. He's going to come next week.
He was a card-bearing member, 40 years of card-bearing member of the St. Lucia Labour Party / supporter. He was on the executive of the Castries North Constituency Group. He was once under the deputy chairman of the National Housing Corporation under this Labour Party. And he said, look, I do not like the direction that this country is going. And so right now, I want to welcome him to the fold of the United Workers' Party. But you'll hear more about Mr. Bowers.
Yeah.
I feel gratified. This is a man I have a lot of respect and admiration. He was not just a Labour Party supporter. He was a St. Lucian first, and he put country first. So, Brother Garfield, I will just end here, but I want to say enjoy your birthday, what's left of it, and may God continue to bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so let's take 2 more calls. I have another call there on hold. So let me take that call now. Please bear with me, folks. I have a call here. We missed this person earlier. Let's see if we can connect.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Amen. Yes, thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. I have been trying my utmost best for me to try to reach the show. But I want to say good night to all St. Lucians, and I'm telling you guys, I am trying to, speak so calmly because I am afraid.
Wow.
I am afraid for our nation. And if you all believe it's a joke, every single day the St. Lucia Labour Party have the leader, Philip J. Pierre, as our prime minister. And the man in charge of Homeland Security, crime will never get better in this country. And why am I saying this? Now you have those people calling to arrest a man who is calling, he only said if he was people from Viewfort, he would allow the Labour Party people to come into Viewfort. And there are many reasons why I stand with him on this statement. When Viewfort was going through their crisis, not even the PAL rep, Kenny Anthony, was around walking with those people. When there was a cry for help, you didn't see those guys in Viewfort. All of them were quiet. Richard Frederick, who believes he owns St. Lucia and he has the answers for everything, he never went into Viewfort. But the people like Yadi that came from Viewfort, Yadi is a man from Viewfort. He never went into Viewfort. Or you heard Yadi on his show calling on Viewfort to put down the guns. No, you didn't hear Yadi. No. But instead, Yadi went on a show and he's sending people to go out and kill.
Yeah.
Shut us up by any means.
Yeah.
Garfield, Marvin, Manifa, Kitty, and everybody else go out and shut them up. And he will come back on his show and say, yes, he's gone. Or yes, they beat him up. That is what. But you never heard Kenny Anthony came and denounced it or say, I do not stand by this statement. But a minister of government came on his show. Instead, he denounced this. He came on the same television show and he said, Yari put it nicely. And then under the same breath, that man would say he denounced any violence. But you saying he put it nicely, you already saying, you stand with the statement.
That's right.
Because you went back and you played the statement, my friends. My friends, I am telling you, this campaign, I am not trying to scare you. But you see the campaign that will be coming, it will be one of the most dangerous campaign, not on Flabo side. The Labour Party, the hacks, not all. Some Labour Party already distanced themselves from the SLP. They have distanced themselves because they realize what is going on. Brother Garfield, I am telling you, we put on some flags in Mikud North in their faces for their victory rally.
I saw.
You know what some elderly people told me? Today I met an elderly person. He went, hey, it seems election. I will say it in English. It seems elections is there. I am seeing flags and pictures of Shafne. Kishuki election. The lady voted the St. Lucia Labour Party. Now it's not no lie, and I know she's hearing me. She said it is time for elections because she's ready to vote Flomo. I am ready to vote Flomo. She said she regrets she voted for the St. Lucia Labour Party. And you know what else she asked me? I am telling you, people are fed up with Philip J. Pierre. When you listen to this man, Brother Garfield, I don't understand. Marvin Charles, I am speaking better than that man. This man is speaking, and the words he's speaking is making no sense. Like he's speaking in tongues. A man will go on the podium and say, oh, how can they want me as Minister of National Security to fire my own self? Of course, yes. You can fire your own self because he's not doing a good job. I am telling you, the country is crying. Look, people can't even buy school books. And it was a slap, Brother Garfield. It was a slap in St. Lucia faces. The highway is in terrible condition, Brother Garfield. Brother Garfield, the grass is as tall as the sweet pole.
Actually, somebody sent me some pictures today. Even in Dennery, there in Prosper area, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like a forest.
Well, it seems they're listening, Brother Garfield,
yep.
Because they start to clean Dennery. I see they started to clean Dennery. I took a drive to Dennery today.
Yeah.
So they start to clean because they are listening to us. But it's an embarrassment that the people of Midwood North, especially Monrepo and Patience, they never cut the grass for almost 5 months. And they came, slap you all in the face, cut a bit of the grass, not even all of Patience, so Brother Garfield.
Yeah.
You know where they realize vehicles will come and park? They cut the grass there and they left the rest. It's a shame. And you will give Jeremiah a second chance. Jeremiah, I am disappointed in you. Very disappointed. Because you are worse than Gail Rigobert. And I'm telling you, I don't know, Brother Garfield, I'm telling you, St. Lucians are just waiting for them to call elections. Because I'm telling you, they are boasting 15-2. But I am telling you, if they call elections today, the Labour Party, they're losing all the Beaufort seats before any other seat. Yeah. My brother, I'll give somebody else a chance, but I'm saying, St. Lucia, brace yourself. Tomorrow, work with some extra money because the 2.5% is in effect. My friends, have a good night.
So tomorrow, Marvin, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is going to be that, the implementation of that VAT, right?
Well, they said the second. So I never heard they say they will not have it tomorrow.
Right.
So I'm hoping I'm saying it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. So St. Lucians, brace yourself. But you have a good rest, Take care of yourself.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Caller, you're on the air. Caribbean American News, you're live on the air.
Brother Garfield, good night. I want to say it is Anson, Brother Garfield.
Oh, Brother Anson, how are you, sir? Good night.
I just wanted to take this moment to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
I want to wish you God's blessing. I want to wish you a full life of happiness.
Thank you.
I want to wish you God continuous blessing you and the family. And be strong, whatever your belief is, hold on to it, and enjoy yourself. It's your birthday. It's a wonderful time to everyone. 365 days, maybe 366 if it's a leap year. I'm not sure. Yeah, but all I wanted to do was just to call you on air to make sure, like I said, happy birthday, especially enjoy yourself, and may God continue to bless you.
Yeah, appreciate it, though. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
Right,
bye. Thank you. Caller, you're on the air. Caribbean American News Media, you are live.
Yes, Garfield.
Yes,
who's speaking. Let me tell you.
My friend. Yes.
I'm a little late, but I want you to, when you end your show, every time you end your show, I want you to dedicate one song for me to PJP, to the Prime Minister.
Which one is that?
That song is from Bob Marley that said, "How can you be sitting there telling me that you care? And every time I look around, the people suffer and they suffer, each and every way and each and every day."
Okay, so I will try to find it for you.
Yes, how can you be sitting there telling me that you care, and every time I look around, the people suffer and they suffer each and every day and each and every way?
Well, he said everything is okay, my friend. He said there's nothing bad going on in St. Lucia. Everything is normal.
I mean, that's what he say.
Yeah.
I mean, when he tell you everything is okay, I mean, he would not explain to you. He mean everything is okay with he and his members,
Yeah.
but everything is not okay with the people of Saint Lucia
Yeah.
because he and his members, they have money in their pockets. They have more money on their accounts. You understand?
Yeah.
So when he tell you it's good for he and his members.
Yeah.
In the SLP, the people on the streets and close those who help them to support them in the campaign and so on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that song would be the appropriate song to dedicate to them, you know.
Yes, sir. So I'll try to find it for you. All right, my brother?
Yes, that's from Bob Marley.
Yeah, no problem. But thank you so much for calling. All right. So we're going to take our last call, final call. I don't know if anybody else want to call, but I'm going to take my favorite caller. Just bear with us, folks, and we will look for that song. Thank you, my friend Alison Georges, for those beautiful your birthday wishes. Thank you. Calling you on the air. Sorry about it. We had a lot of calls coming through at the same time. Welcome to the platform.
Happy birthday to you, great one.
Thank you. Guess what? Why is it Marvin Charles is the only one singing happy birthday for me and nobody else?
Well, I'm trying not to embarrass myself here.
Good. You're smart. You're a smart lady. You have a lot of wisdom. Talk to me. What's affecting you now? What's up?
Brother Garfield, I wanted to touch on very great contributions tonight on the show. Good night, everyone.
Yes. Good night.
I wanted to touch on some loose statements that Philip J. Pierre made at his celebration party in Mikud.
Mm-hmm.
Philip J. Pierre went as far as saying that UWP wants to cause chaos in St. Lucia. Now, I heard it with my own two ears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want St. Lucians to be very mindful of that. He said that we will start with the police, the police force.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go after the police, etc. Only because we are clamoring and asking that the acting commissioner of police be put on bench duty or something of that sort, but be taken out for the time being and let those investigations happen. Those investigations about the alleged sexual misconduct. He used the statement by, of course, we know who, but we support our brother, the great man, Mr. Josie, to say that we are going to go after, the United Workers' Party, are going to do everything to cause turmoil in this country. May I say to the listeners tonight, and for those who would listen at another day, that the only people who have caused turmoil in St. Lucia is the St. Lucia Labour Party. Please do not listen to the lies of Philip J. Pierre. What we want to happen in St. Lucia is for the best of St. Lucians, for the best the best for the policewomen, the best for every St. Lucian on island. When this man made his statements at that meeting, I looked and I listened and I said to myself, you know what? You need to mention this because people may hear this later and believe that the UWP is actually trying to cause mayhem in St. Lucia. We're not the ones. We are not the ones. UWP is clear, in the clear. It is under Philip J. Pierre's administration that we have all of this corruption, should I say? And I ask the question, corruption happening. We have all these increase in the livelihoods, in the goods and services, etc. in St. Lucia. And Ian already touched the 2.5. Under Philip J. Pierre, our young people are dying like flies up to last night. Under Philip J. Pierre's administration is where we have a 2.5 increase on us starting tomorrow when those stores open up. Under Philip J. Pierre's administration is where we have gas prices sky high when gas is at the lowest on the world, fuel is at its lowest on the world market. Why is it that he thinks that we're trying to cause mayhem? They are the ones who have come in and destroyed this country. Now, to move on, he also made a statement saying that as of Wednesday, they shall be in the trenches. They shall go into the trenches in every constituency, etc. So, you know what's happening? The campaign has begun. The campaign has begun. So, St. Lucians, you need some time. I know we don't like listening to Philip J. Pierre and listening to certain things that he says, but we need to go back and listen to certain things so we are aware of what's happening. So all of us, let's get our passports, and that's the difficulty, our IDs, driver's licenses, whatever we can vote with, get it in order. Because as much as we are thinking that they may not call an early election, we saw the numbers in Mikud. We saw the number of people at this reparations, whatever, today, celebration or whatever.
What's going on with the turnout?
We saw the turnout with the government just being 2 years in office. We've seen the lowest turnout. The event UWP had in Viewfort had more people. The event that we had in Soufre, far more people attended. Now, when people attend meetings does not mean that we win an election. It's like saying we're going on a motorcade and we see 1,000, 6,000 vehicles with endless people in yellow shirts and saying, oh boy, we win the election already. Election. So let us ensure that this does not happen again. Let us ensure that we put our house in order and we go to the polls, each and every one of us, so we can take these people out. We are not violent people.
No.
We will march if we have to. We will demonstrate if we have to. And we have reason to do these things. They have given us lots of reasons to do these things. So when we do that, we do it for the betterment of the people of St. Lucia and not to cause any kind of mayhem in St. Lucia. They are preaching a lot of lies and deceit about Flabo, and let us debunk them as much as we can and speak truth.
Monday or Tuesday
we will have other calls.
But Monday or Tuesday we'll have a show on going through that rally and some of the statement that was made there. We're going to go through it. I'm particularly interested in the statement where the Prime Minister said that the United Workers' Party want to destabilize St. Lucia, 1, and 2. He
the
also,
country, that's right. These were his exact words.
Also the other point where he's saying that, look, the heat is on. The heat is on. We're going to be in every community. And I would say to the United Workers' Party, be in every community because the campaign is on and we are heading into elections. There is no doubt about it.
That's correct.
There is absolutely no doubt in my mind right now about it. And like you said, all St. Lucians need to get their stuff together, get their IDs together, ensure that your IDs are together, ensure everything is together, and have it in waiting because the campaign is officially on. All right?
It has begun.
And
from
we are going to update
these people.
Right. And we're going to update, we're going to update our system to facilitate that that shot that the Prime Minister sent to us, saying to us, let's go. Let's go. The strongest man survives. So we're going to adjust our system and put it in high gear for that announcement by the Prime Minister of St. Lucia.
That's right. All of us light up our flabos and turn up the heat.
Yeah.
And let's show them what UWPs in St. Lucia are made up of. And we're not there just for UWP to govern, you know. UWP is the only party that you will progress under St. Lucians. And you have in the past, you know it, you felt it,
yeah,
and you know what you expect compared to what you experiencing today.
Yeah.
So long live the UWP, and we are going to stand up with our flabos, and we're going to stand tall.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much.
All right, but
thank you for the
I
call.
want you to enjoy the rest of your birthday.
I will do.
I hope you had a good day, and we will talk very soon. Maybe
yes, we
sooner
will.
Than
we
think.
will.
All right.
We will. All right. Okay.
Okay.
So, Mr. Bowers is going to be on next week. We're going to be gearing up. And we also have Felicia Brung, I believe, from Barbados, who is going to be on set at some point with us. So we're going to be gearing up. We're going to be getting all our wheels greased and ready for takeoff. So we're going to have Bowers, Samuel Bowers, and also Felicia Brung at some other point. We will notify you through our page when these individuals is going to be on the platform. So stay tuned to Caribbean American News Media. We are going to be your official. We will be your official campaign online platform where we're going to keep you informed. We're going to keep the fire going. We're going to keep the momentum going. And our agenda is to recruit and to try to build up the numbers here on the side in support of the United Workers' Party. All right, let's see if we find that music.
How can you be sitting there telling me that you care? That you care? When every time I look around, the people suffer in the suffering in every way. In every way. Say, we're the survivors, yes, the black survivors. I tell you what, some people got everything, some people got nothing, some people got hopes and dreams, some people got ways and means. No, 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 no. We're the survivors. Yes, the black survivors.
I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, I mean, a big story. I mean, a big story.
Will we choose? We better hurry, oh hurry, oh now, 'cause we got no time to lose.
So folks, that was the Black Survivor that was requested. We can't play it too long because of copyright infringement. And like as you would know, Caribbean American News Media have been given an official number and license from Washington. Our work here on the platform, they are copyrighted. They are in the halls of Congress, protected, and so we want to protect other people's content also. All right, but I want to thank all those of you who have been here with us. Thank you for all your well wishes, your birthday greetings. I feel overwhelmed by the love and the support of my family. However, I'm still waiting for my love from the hierarchies, from the upper echelons of the United Workers' Party. But I want to thank you very much, those of you, Dr. Fletcher and all the others who have reached out to me, Mr. TP, our chairman, and wishing me here on the platform a happy birthday, Ben. So, folks, please enjoy the rest of your night. I have a lot to do. I would not be able to sleep tonight, I'm sure. I have a whole lot to do in preparation for my voyage. And so, my friends, you all be nice, be safe. Thank you all again for your love and your support. Those of you over on our YouTube channel, Boss Lady, I hope that you're in your bed now, Boss Lady. And where's my little shabin, my shorty? Shorty upoko kadami? Ko shorty ma, where shorty piesa? Alrighty, so folks, blessings to you, and I look forward to any time you'll see me popping in and out on the platform. All right, so let's continue to pray for each other and continue to watch the big story, the big story, the big story. A big story, a big story. Why is me?
Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. A big story. Philip J. Pierre attack elderly people and tell,